Week 6 is already here, Brandon. And there was some rules to bring in week 0. There's an extra bye week, obviously. So we're not quite at the halfway point of the season, but I feel like we have a pretty good grasp on at least which teams that we thought were strong now look a little bit shaky, and those that kind of started off a little rocky all of a sudden have picked up steam and caught a lot of headway. Um, I'm like really excited for these matchups. I know there's not a lot of
Yeah.
what they call marquee matchups. I am, it's October, you guys. I have my Halloween sweatshirt on. It's Two Fans, One Pod. I'm Alex,
Yep.
and this is Brandon. You guys, week
Showtime.
6 previews, 2025 season. I want to start with Texas at Florida. I know. I want to start with
Okay.
one of the heavy hitters. It's a 3:30 kickoff, and the over/under here is what might be the most spicy piece of information when I was diving into this game. 42 and a half over/under. Can you
Yeah.
talk to me about
Yeah.
this game? What do you see here?
Texas, Florida. That one's an interesting one, right? I think the line opened up at 7.5, 8.5. It's moved down now to I believe 5.5. Correct?
I saw it this
Um,
morning at 4.5.
4.5.
It's going crazy.
Last night I think it was 5.5.
Yeah.
Which is insane. Wow, it's up 4. Here's the thing about both of these teams, and I think this is what people are like kind of not understanding, is they are so identical.
Yeah, they're so similar.
Like, and Arch Manning has been in a program longer than DJ Lagway has, but I think DJ Lagway is more tried, tested, and more experienced than Arch Manning. I think DJ Lagway has had more consistent opportunities to face up against these marquee defenses than Arch Manning has. Arch Manning had Ohio State week 1, which is tough for sure. And then after that, it was a bunch of like FCS schools and just, quick, Sam Houston and all that. People saying that he found his groove against Sam Houston, which I don't doubt. But we need to be careful with that because it is Sam Houston. But I do think that he has gotten more comfortable in the offense 100%. Texas has a lot of playmakers on both sides of the ball. I think they have a little bit more than Florida does, for sure. But this is in Florida. This is in the swamp. This is Billy Napier's like this. It's. I think the team still believes in him. It seems like they do. Last year when they were in this situation, they did. And I think if Florida can find a way to just kind of stop forcing things with DJ Lagway and maybe run the ball a bit more, they can pull off a W. Now, as far as the over/under goes, I do lean more towards the under, but I know that total point is pretty low. But the reason why I lean towards the under is because I see this game being like a 16-10, 20-13, one of those games. Like, I don't think Arch Manning is like as seasoned and prepped and ready for this Florida defense that people think he is. So yeah, we'll see. It's in the swamp, man. It's in the swamp. There's a reason that line's been moving.
I can't take away from, I don't want to, I really don't want to take away from Florida's defense at all because they have been defying expectations to say the least.
Yes.
But Florida, for me, looking back at last season, Florida kind of looks how Florida State did to start the 2024 season. Crazy high expectations. Actually, they even started better. They beat a bunch of no-names very handily. DJ Lagway, I don't know if you remember, week 2 against like University of Rhode Island or something, had this crazy play action, roll out of the pocket and a downhill catch and throw. But I do agree with you 100%. I think these teams are very, very similar. One thing I've noticed is that they're both pretty ineffectual on offense. Maybe Florida slightly more with the turnovers, obviously, but Florida is still half decent on third down. They're in the 50th percentile in the country. I know Texas is like top 10 in every category defensively.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting a very low scoring game here. I mean, did this not also recently happen? They went to Death Valley and the game was like 20-10. I mean, Florida's defense is good enough to hang in SEC battles. This time, they also happen to have a little bit of home field advantage. I love the under, and I'm gonna I'm gonna take him one more time. I'm gonna take DJ Lagway one more time,
Wow.
and this is it.
You're a stronger man than me. I already gave up on
And
Arch,
this
you
is
can
it.
tell.
This is it. I'm taking it. DJ Lagway. I'm taking you Florida plus 4.5 in the swamp. Billy Napier, you are playing for your job. You are playing for your job here. If you lose,
I like it. I mean, it's not a bad play. Yeah.
if you lose by a touchdown, I think you get fired. I think if he loses by a touchdown or more at home against Arch Manning, who's looked, not amazing on the road. So
it looks like the worst quarterback in the SEC. Like, let's be honest here.
And he's on the road. So if there's ever a time, it's been now. So what did you like? Are you rocking Florida that game?
Yeah, I mean, it just moved so much. I would go with Florida. I like Florida, and I like the under.
Hey, listen, the 6.5. If it makes you feel better, it feels like everyone was riding Texas on the 6.5, and the line has been pushed in favor of taking Texas again. So it feels like they're baiting people a little bit. That's what it feels like. So I wouldn't stress the fact that the line's gone down. If anything, that gives me more confidence.
That's true.
That this Florida team
money line.
Done. Excellent choice.
Simple as that.
Okay, another massive showdown. This time in the ACC, which I know that this game has kind of fizzled down ever so slightly because of Florida State. I don't know what happened last week. Did they lose? Did UVA win? Did it feel more like UVA won that game? It just felt like really every single call, especially in the fourth quarter, went UVA's way. It felt like to me. Not to say that UVA played poorly. They had great offense. Florida State could not stop the run game. So we're here now. And it's a 4.5-point game.
Yep.
And it's in Tallahassee.
Kind of crazy. This line has stayed stable too. It hasn't moved too much. It is in Tallahassee.
It refuses to move.
It refuses to move. It's a very interesting game. I want to say I'm leaning more towards FSU, but the fact of the matter is I think Miami's more talented almost in every single aspect, except for maybe I do like FSU's play calling a bit and their rush offense, but I mean they're going against the best rushing defense in the country. They have Ruben Bain, who as a defensive player, he could end up as a Heisman finalist, which is insane. But just the production he's had so far this season is absurd. He's going to be a lottery pick 100%. Florida State is a very dynamic team, but I think the defense, even though they had a lot of additions through the portal, I think it's still kind of, finding its identity a little bit. I think the reason why they were able to pull off the upset against Alabama was because there was no tape on them or Gus Malzahn. Nobody really knew what they were going to do with Castellanos, what that offense was going to look like. And the offense looked incredible. The run was impossible to stop. I believe they're number 1 in the country in total rushing yards for an offense. But yeah, I mean, they have a big test. They're facing the rival and a team that is the defense. I haven't seen them look a defense this good in Miami in my life personally, since I started watching college football. So for that reason, I probably have to go Miami for this one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay. So just to clarify, you don't want to lean towards Florida State. You were originally.
No.
Okay.
It's one of those things where I would like to because of the recent outcome of their last game and because Florida State's a very talented team. If they were playing almost anyone else, I would 100%, go with Florida State. Almost anyone else, but this Miami team, I think it's a legit one.
The 4 biggest matchups I saw when I was looking at their rankings nationally, Miami, like you said, is rocking a crazy defense. They're top 15 in almost every category.
It's insane.
Florida State, however, is top 5 in almost every category offensively, too. We can't forget that. So that's the biggest. Right. The 4 biggest matchups is going to be that rushing offense. Obviously, Florida State heavily leaning on it. They're the number 1 rushing team in the country. Actually, they might be number 2 or number 3 as far as number of rush attempts, per game. And percentage of rush plays in general. But realistically, this team relies heavily on the rush. They love that the outside zone reads. I mean, this team is built, I would say, to run the table in an in-state rivalry game. I mean, this feels like it's kind of building. Yeah. It's an ACC in-state matchup. This feels like it could feel like a rivalry, and it's in Tallahassee. Now, here's what I'll say. I know Miami's defense is crazy. I know Florida State's offense is crazy. Miami's offense is also really great. They have Carson Beck, who's been playing excellent this season. But he hasn't been on the road yet.
Nope. Miami as a whole has not. I was about to say that they have not been.
They have not been on the road. Can I tell you something crazy? Dating back 2023, Carson Beck on the road has 11 touchdowns and 10 interceptions with a 65% completion rate. Do you know what his stats are at home? His completion rate goes up by 5%. It's over 70%, 46 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. This guy obviously significantly plays worse on the road. Last season in particular, he had less than a 60% completion rate, 3 touchdowns, 7 picks on the road. So I understand that this season Carson Beck looks like he fits the scheme much better, and he's playing, and he's playing with purpose. He's making the right reads. They're winning really on the ground too in a lot of these games, especially that game against Florida.
Yards after catch, the rush, everything. Yeah,
everything.
Yeah,
It feels like they're winning grittier. This feels like it has the makings of a grittier game. 54.5 is a lot of points,
Yeah.
I'm going to take Florida State this game only because I trust that the home field advantage in Tallahassee at home at night after a really bad game where you were clearly looking ahead to this game. This was the game they were looking ahead to.
Yeah.
Right?
100%.
And they kind of slept on UVA last week as a result. Florida State is going to come out angry here. Tommy Castellanos got a lot of hate online. He did. I feel like this is a jump back for Florida State. This is a great point to get right. And Mike Norvell needs this win. He really does need this win, big time. Okay, I'm gonna rock Florida State. Gosh, it makes me scared to even say that out loud.
It's gonna be a good game. It really could go either way. It's a rivalry.
In-state, yeah. Okay, we're going to kind of some shadier lines that came out this week.
Talk to me.
Iowa State at Cincinnati. I don't know what to make of this game at all. I'm very, very confused with this game. When I saw the line, it went against everything that I was thinking. I thought it would be about 3 or 4 points in the favor of Iowa State. Both teams are really solid on run defense, actually, surprisingly. They're both in the top 40. Brendan Sorsby, obviously, he's being asked way more this year. I think even with his legs, he's being asked a lot. He had 15 carries versus Kansas. They pulled out the win, but 15 carries. I think both road games he's had 13 carries, so I know when they rely more on him to run the ball, it feels like they're playing against the offense theoretically. You're playing to outscore that offense here. I think his QBR also goes up crazy at home too, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to pinpoint where is this line coming from. It could be Brandon Sorsby. I feel like he could be the difference maker this game. The over-under for a Big 12 game that has, I would say, a top 3 defense in Iowa State, 55.5 is a lot. I'm assuming they're expecting Cincinnati to get some points here, especially if they're going to win. So I'm going to take. I like the spread. I'm going to take Cincinnati -2.5. I saw also on some sites you can get it at -1.5. But I don't know. It's not even a trap. This is Vegas telling you it's not even a trap game. Don't worry. What do you see here?
Yeah, I think Cincinnati has kind of, like you're saying, they've been tested so far. They've had some tough games. Sorsby looks good. I know that first game against Nebraska, he didn't look the best, but since then he's looked better. And then one thing that I was looking into was, did you know that Cincinnati has scored every single time that they've been in the red zone this season?
Oh, it's at 100%.
It's at 100%. 82% of the time, I believe, is a touchdown. The remaining is a field goal. And Iowa State, however, they have a 75% score rate in the red zone.
Okay.
61% of the time it's a touchdown. 50% of the time it's a field goal. I think Iowa State's a very good ball club, but this one's it's a toss-up. It really is. But I'm leaning more towards Cincy just because I feel like the offense is really in sync right now.
Yeah. I like the pick a lot. Brendan Sorsby at home. Let's see if you can get it done.
Yeah.
We're both going to be riding. Vanderbilt at Alabama. What a weird game. What a weird game. Vanderbilt might actually have the best offense in the country. They might actually have it.
No,
Number
they're
one
ranked,
in points per game. number 2
Yep.
in yards per play, number 3 in third down conversions. I mean, third down conversions is absurd.
Third
I
down
have currently
conversions.
been burned 2 times by Diego Pavia. Bet against him in South Carolina, and I bet against him in Virginia Tech. I have been burned by him. Bama has kind of turned around. I know that we've already talked about how Alabama has come and pushed through that week 1 loss that they had against Florida State, which still
Yeah.
looks like a good loss, obviously, because Florida State's
Yeah.
still a great team. I'm just worried. I'm worried more so with Alabama's inability to get their rush game going, to be able to get that play action offense. That being said, they're still passing like over 60% of the time, and they're still running the play actions, and they're still getting the passes off. They're still falling for the run. I don't understand it. So I don't know if Ty Simpson is like selling the fakes really well or something, but they're falling for the play actions. So here's the question. Is Vandy going to fall for the play actions? That's where I feel like this comes to. I will say that Alabama, since allowing 230 rushing yards to Florida State, they have allowed 98, 92, and 117. I don't know. I think Alabama has turned the leaf. I am fully committed to accepting what the media has been showering me for the past 2 weeks, and that's Alabama is here, and they're much better, and they've learned from their mistakes, and they're back.
Yeah.
Kalen DeBoer, you said this yourself. He's the opposite of James Franklin. He tends to win the games that he's not
matter.
necessarily supposed to, and then he tends to lose the games that he's supposed. Now that being said,
you're using that
Yeah.
logic here.
No. Listen. I really like Alabama minus 10.5. I'm going to take Alabama minus 10.5. I'm going to tell you why.
Talk to me.
I think right now, everybody, including Pate, including Klatt, everyone I am watching, ESPN, everyone is taking Vanderbilt. I think people have a lot of faith in Diego Pavia, and I know it is a mental block for me, but I cannot see Diego Pavia going into Tuscaloosa after what they did last year. Alabama's not overlooking this game. This is not an overlook. Hey, like we're looking down the line. We have a
This is
crazy
circled
schedule.
now.
This is circled. You got embarrassed last year. The entire media outlet for 2 weeks shamed Alabama after that loss. So they're here to make it right. Alabama minus 10.5.
Yeah, I'm riding with you on that one. I think Alabama they figured themselves out. That first game, it was a tough opponent. Like I said, they were in the dark. They really didn't know much about their opponent. And like in the second half of the game, they looked great. Alabama looked really good. Florida State won that game because of the explosive plays they were able to pull off. But since then, like you were saying, the rushing defense looks great. Jam Miller is back. Ty Simpson looks great. The offense is clicking. And Vanderbilt is, this is the best they've looked in my lifetime, 100%. But they still haven't played Alabama. They played South Carolina. And I think they might have had one other tough opponent. I can't remember off the top of my head. But, yeah, I just think Alabama's – they're ready, man. They're really ready for this. I think they've been fiending for this matchup ever since that Florida State loss, too. Like, they've been dying for another test. I think Kalen DeBoer is so ready. I know they just came off that Georgia W as well. But – I don't think there's going to be any hangover. I think they're ready to rock and roll. And it's in Tuscaloosa, man. And like you're saying, everybody's riding with Pavia. Pavia's sick. But I'm going with Bama here for sure. Now, I will say, I kind of do like the over on the total points. I just feel like this game could kind of have some fireworks for sure. But did you know that Vanderbilt has the oldest roster, I believe, in college football? I think the average age is like 22 and some. It's insane. The roster is comprised mainly of graduate students. That was one thing. When I saw that, I was like, "Oh, this is a good thing."
The head coach's name, is that Clark Lee, or is it
Clark Lee?
Yeah, he's doing a phenomenal job, I would say.
He's doing great.
Him and Diego Pavia came together from was it New Mexico State? I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Yes. But yeah, they've been tearing up the SEC. They could be in contention for the best offense in the country, which is crazy to think. Good for Vanderbilt. I just think that this platform specifically may be too much, especially if the game is circled the way it is.
Yeah.
Another SEC matchup that I don't think I would have necessarily, pointed to as a spicy Week 6 matchup. Mississippi State going to A&M.
Texas A&M.
I know, and this line is very deceptive. I feel like -14.5 A&M.
Yeah.
Both teams are in the top 40 in offense. Actually, Mississippi State is running a lot, and they're running well. They have the 33rd ranked rushing offense. A&M they are sporting the 36th ranked rushing defense. I don't know. Here's the matchup that I really see more than anything. I know Mississippi State is apparently like the 6th worst penalized team in the country. A&M is the 3rd worst penalized team in the country. I mean, these are two teams that are not necessarily playing the most sound, disciplined football. Both also are in the top 35 on third downs, specifically on their defense. And A&M has not looked good on third down. They're in the top 10% or in their bottom 10% on third down conversions. I mean, it's awful. It's really 30%, bad.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
And you want to look back. You look back at the Auburn game, and you're like, okay, cool. Auburn has a pretty good defense, but they weren't able to muster up a lot on third down in that game either. 1 or 2 conversions total. I mean, they made the argument that their defense won the game, but are we really saying that Jackson Arnold, getting held is like a big? I don't think so anymore. So A&M, I think, is one of those teams that might be a little bit overinflated here. Mississippi State looks good. I'm going to be sharp here. I'm rocking Mississippi State plus 14.5. I know it's a lot of points. It's going to be one of those games I'll probably just like tune in for the second half, depending on how the 7:30 slate, because the 7:30 slate is absurd.
7:30 slate's fire. Yeah.
It is crazy. It is absolutely crazy. Tell me about this game. Who do you got?
Yeah, I'm rocking with you with Mississippi State.
Let's go. I knew it.
I mean,
Let's
they went
go.
to OT with Tennessee last week.
Yeah, are we? It seems a little silly to be giving so many points.
The Tennessee's a good team. I mean, they almost beat Georgia. They went to overtime or almost went. Yeah, I mean, Texas A&M, they're a great team, and they had a lot of great additions this offseason. I think Marcel Reed's a hell of a quarterback, but I just, like you're saying, I still think there's a lot of sloppy football over there. I don't think they're as clean as they want to be. And it looks like Mississippi State, that's like the complete opposite of what they have going on.
Yeah.
It's like they're aware of what they have. They've had what they've had, and now it's just like, let's keep doing what we're doing, keep playing our game. Blake Shapen, like, he can get the job done for sure.
They're saying that he's their best quarterback since Dak. That's what the athletic department saying.
I don't doubt it. That sounds right, yeah.
They love him. They love him. I mean, he's done a lot for them already. Another 7 p.m. slot. So this game, I think, will be a lot closer than people think. Texas Tech at Houston.
Mm-hmm.
These are two of the best teams on third down. I had no idea. I mean,
yeah,
Houston.
Isn't it insane?
Yeah, they both have a crazy offense on third down, and both of them are very, very good. Top 25 on defense on third down. The big matchup, the big thing I see, Texas Tech is number 2 in the country right now in their takeaways. Number 2. And they're playing against a team who is given the 7th least amount of giveaways. This is Houston is playing good football. They're not getting a lot of takeaways. They're not taking the ball away, but they're not giving it away a lot either. I think it's Connor Weigman, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. He's got experience.
You are correct.
He's at home.
Yep.
11.5. I kind of had I was scratching my head when I first looked at the line. Texas Tech is either number 1 or number 2 also in penalties per game. Did you know that?
Did not know.
Yeah, I don't think
But
Texas Tech.
I didn't know the rank, but yeah, they average it according to my thing. I got them at 9.3 penalties a game.
It is absurd. Over
That's
9
really bad.
penalties a game.
That was the most. Yeah, that was the most out of all the teams that we were looking at today, that we're discussing today. That was the most.
It's not even close.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, it's
not
either
even
number
close.
1 or number 2 in the
It's
country.
damn near double.
Yeah, so I'm worried that right now the narrative also with Texas Tech has been that they have been really good, and I cannot deny it. To go into Utah and do what they did to the Utes like that, I mean, it is no easy task. And it's not to say that Utah's a bad team at all. Utah went the next week to West Virginia and spanked West Virginia, no problem. So this team is good. Texas Tech, they were number 1 on was it On 3? There was a website that releases their portal rankings.
Oh yeah, they were number 1. They were in the top 3. Like,
They were number 1 or
agreed.
number 2, and now for sure they're number 1. It doesn't even matter. This team
Their
has
defense,
studs on defense in every single position group, and it's obvious that's plug and play system. Quarterback goes down, backup comes in, plays just as good.
Looks
So
great.
offense looks good, defense looks good. I'm not going to make the argument. It's an in-state game. It's 11.5 points. It's too much. Maybe they lose by 7, but I think that Houston is too sound of a football program to lose by 11 or lose by 12, I should say. I see this as a one-possession game. I'm going to take Houston plus 11.5.
It's tough, man. I
It
have
is
to
tough.
go against you on this one. Just because I agree with you that Houston's not a bad team by any means, but I think Texas Tech, I mean, they are the best team in the Big 12, and they have the chance, like, they match up with almost every SEC team. They do. If you look at the statistics, you know what I mean? Like, not only, I think their defense is getting highlighted a lot, as it should, but what that's getting in the way of is people talking about their offense. They're second in yards per game in offense. So I just think they're all around better team. Even though the penalties are going to be the thing that, could really change this ball game. Weigman's a great quarterback, though. There's no denying that. Houston's another team that has scored 100% of the time when they make it to the red zone. They haven't not scored each time they've been in the red zone. But yeah, I'm leaning with Texas Tech on this.
Okay. I mean, I think a vast majority of this of the bettors will probably be on Texas Tech. I do like Texas Tech.
It's a
I think
square pick.
It's
I
a great
know,
pick,
I
but
know.
no, not at all. I just think that I'm banking on the in-state rivalry aspect more than anything. And Houston's not a bad team. That's it's
They're
not. I could see it. Those are the 6 big matchups of the weekend. I want to go through. Let's do a speed round on these next 4.
Yeah.
It's tough. I honestly want to do a speed round because these matchups are crazy. I want to start with Washington and Maryland because I know you've been itching for it. Tell me what you see.
Oh man, this game is going to be close. I think the line is very fair, 6.5. I think Malik Washington and Maryland look great. This is the best that that Maryland has looked as far as the start. I know they had a great start last season too, but something about this year feels different. I saw ESPN ranked Malik Washington like the number 1 freshman this year so far, and then like 3rd or 4th was like both of the DNs that Maryland has. So I mean, they got a good group of young guys out there. It's at home, which is working for them a lot as well. But Washington's really good too. So this is going to be an interesting one. If I had to choose something, I feel like I would lean towards the over on the total points. I also think Maryland can come out with a dub in this game, but I'm not as confident in that one. But yeah, I do think that experience will win Washington this game. But that spread, the 6.5, I would. Yeah, Washington spread.
Okay.
Dang, you just brought me to it. You could tell I didn't want to do that.
Don't do that.
Why'd you do that?
You want to take Washington spread?
I don't.
Maryland is currently rocking the 3rd best points per game offense in the country.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
They are 3rd in the country in yards per play acquired. Add on the fact that they have the 25th
They look
ranked
great.
rushing defense. This is team finally good on defense, by the way. They're 21st on 3rd down D. You know they have the best turnover margin in the country?
Yeah.
Did you also
And did
know? Go ahead,
Go ahead,
please.
go ahead.
Please tell me another
No,
reason.
I was just gonna say, and they smacked the Wisconsin team.
Yeah, I'm confused.
They smacked them.
I thought
And
this was all
Wisconsin's not a
building
bad
up. You
team.
realize that 6.5
Wisconsin's not
is
a bad
like,
team.
6.5 is the bait number for Vegas. They want you
think
to take
so?
Washington. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You got baited like that?
It's at home though.
Let me tell you
It's
something.
Maryland home. So why would you?
Brandon. You texted me a few days ago.
I did. You saw. Yeah. Tell them.
And what did you have in the slip?
I won't say a word. I had Maryland.
You had Maryland. You're going to ride Maryland. We're going to
Okay.
ride Maryland. Plus 6.5. Done
Is
deal.
that what we're doing?
Easy peasy. There's no question about it. I mean, Washington obviously coming off the loss. I understand they have a great quarterback. They have great play callers. Their pass defense looks sus, and Maryland looks just as good.
Maryland has playmakers. Maryland's got some guys, man.
Yeah, they have.
Octavian Smith, Malik Washington.
You don't get these
DeWan
numbers
Like,
on
yeah,
offense unless you have guys. I mean,
They got guys.
um,
Yeah, fuck them. Maryland. Let's go.
yeah. Let's
on.
take another
Come
trip
on.
to a Big Ten game. Wisconsin at Michigan. Yeah. I want to hear. Let's hear it. Let's hear Mr. Michigan.
Oh, Wisconsin at Michigan.
Here we
for that
go.
game- So, no, I'm just kidding. What I will say for that one though
Oh,
is
interesting.
it's gonna be an interesting one for sure. It's a Big Ten matchup, which
Mm-hmm.
is always, you never know which way it's gonna go. I do think the way that Michigan wins this game, I'm not talking about nothing about the spread yet, but the way Michigan wins this game is they stick to their identity. I think that's what they're going to do, and I think it's going to work. I think that they're going to tire out this Wisconsin team that has virtually nothing on offense. Yeah, that's really what I think it's going to be. I think the run game is going to win Michigan this game. Michigan's defense is strong enough to stop Wisconsin's offense like every single drive. The spread did seem a little high. I will say that 16.5. I feel like a lot of people were left like, "Yo, that's a pretty big number." Bro, what are we talking about? Go blue. Like, what are we? Come on, man.
Minus
You gotta
16.5?
keep it simple. Yeah, I'm running 16.5, man.
Okay.
Go blue. Yeah.
So when I
And
was
it's in
doing,
Wisconsin too, right?
when I was doing my research, I saw that it was 17.5.
Yeah.
I would take it all the way down to honestly plus 10.5. I'm riding
It's in
Wisconsin
Michigan.
here. Listen, I'm
What?
going to explain why. Let me explain why. Here are the key matchups. Let me explain to you. Let me explain. Listen, hear me out. You know, Wisconsin has the number 2 rush defense in the country. You already know that.
Yeah,
I don't need
they
to tell you
do,
that.
Yeah.
Michigan has the number 6 rush offense. They've gotten going. I mean, because Bryce Underwood now is allowed to throw, it feels like. The run game is getting going because they're running that, that spread offense. Justice Haynes might be the best running back in the Big Ten. You could make
He
the
is.
argument.
He is.
I'm not saying that they're not going to score here. I think they will score. I don't think people realize what Big Ten matchups are like.
Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right.
I'm worried that there's 2 bets that I love in this game. I love Wisconsin plus 17.5, but even more so, I love that 43.5 under. I easily see this game being like a 30-10 final score, and you do too. I could easily see this game being a
right,
20-17, and you do too. But truly, the under I feel like is lock. It's an absolute lock.
I like that.
I'm
I do.
leaning towards Wisconsin plus 17.5 because of the nature of Big Ten matchups. Wisconsin is matched up properly to stop the Michigan run. They have the tools and they can. Will they? I don't know.
You're right.
They held Alabama rushing, by the way. I'm not saying that Alabama's been held rushing many times this season so far.
Did
So-
they have Jan Miller that game?
Okay, I'm just saying it might take a little bit of time for Michigan to get going in this game.
You're right.
And I
No,
feel
you're-
like
I 100% agree.
I could very easily see the halftime score being 10-0 Michigan. And what if they finished 17-0? I mean, I see all these. It's just a Big Ten game. It's a Big Ten game. I think it'll be one of the trenches. And Michigan, Sharon Moore. He does play calling off of ego. If the run game does not going, he's going to keep forcing it. You know that.
Yep.
So again, it all depends. How does it play out? Big Ten matchup. I'm riding the spread, riding the under. Go Wisconsin. I mean, not go Wisconsin, but
Yeah.
go Badgers. Okay, Colorado at TCU, Big 12 matchup, also sneaky, also very sneaky matchup. TCU 13.5. Do they deserve it?
Yeah.
Let me tell you,
Colorado's defense sucks.
Colorado's defense. Ugh. Actually,
really
their third
bad,
down
man.
defense is not bad. Top 50. Not terrible. I will say their red scoring defense is also in the top 50% of the country, which is not terrible either. And the pass defense is also top 50. So it's not awful all around. Rush defense obviously atrocious. But
That's what it is.
yes, but offensively not terrible. They're like ranked in the top 50% offensively too. Their red zone scoring is top 60. Okay. What I'm worried about more than anything is TCU defensively. They did hold Arizona State to like 0 points in the first half of that game last week, and they kind of crumbled as the game, like especially in the fourth. But their defense is absurd. It's the 11th ranked defense in the country on third down. Did you know that? I mean,
I did
absurd.
not, but that is insane.
Offensively in the red zone, they're atrocious. Defensively in the red zone, they're atrocious. I mean, I don't really know. It's tough to take that line because it's so big for TCU. I could see them winning by 10, but what I do think is going to happen because of the inefficiencies specifically in the red zone for TCU and for Colorado, I'm probably going to take the under here. 56.5 seems like a lot. Yeah, I might ride the under here, and I don't want to touch that spread at all.
I have to go with the over.
I know. Oh,
Sorry.
excuse me?
Yeah.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You try to give him free money, and he's just like, oh, yeah.
I think Colorado loses by like 14. I think it ends up being like 34, 20, 35, something like that.
Okay, yeah, I could see that. I could see that.
You know, it's going to be around that total, but I think it finds a way to kind of just get over the hump a bit. 59.5 is high, and I think they want everybody to take the under.
Wait, it's at 59.5?
That's what did you have?
This morning it was 56.5.
Let's check right now.
Sounds like they...
You might be right. If it's 56.5, I'm definitely going with the under.
Oh, damn.
Colorado, TCU. Let's see, ladies and gentlemen.
How's it going
October
up
4th,
that much?
2025. It's at 59. It opened at 59.5 and it's currently at 57.5.
Oh, wow. I saw it this morning, 56.5.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like the under.
ESPN has
Yeah,
it,
I think they open high, and the fact that it's trickling down, I think, they want to bait you into taking that over. They really do. I think this game just will show out a little more defensively. And not necessarily because the defenses are so elite, but because of the inefficiencies, specifically in the red zone.
Yeah.
Last game, back to the Big Ten. I know we're doing it weird order. Another night game also. Ohio State at home.
Oh, yeah.
Hosting Minnesota. 23.5 point favorites.
Yeah.
41.5 point over under. What's the score
It's
here
a weird
again?
game, right?
What's the score here again? I have no clue. Here's the big matchups that I saw. Minnesota has the 19th ranked total defense. Despite losing their defensive coordinator, they still have an absolutely elite defense because they have talent on the team. They just do. They have a ton of talent. They had it last year. They have it this year. They are going against Ohio State, and they have the 6th ranked total defense. So these are two really good defensive teams. I understand the 41.5. Actually, it makes a lot of sense. Third down offensively, Minnesota ranks in the top 20 in the country, mostly because the down and distance to go is less than 5 yards on average for them.
They're a very methodical team.
Yeah, it's a very calculated team. I mean, to be honest with you, Ohio State's third down defense specifically is a little bit sus. So I just feel like, as a result, Minnesota is 10th in the country in time of possession, by the way. So, I just feel like if Minnesota just holds the ball on some of these possessions,
plays their game.
No, they play their game. They might be able to keep it close. Play your game.
Yeah.
Downhill running. Use that offensive line that you have, and the crazy secondary they have, led by Coy Parrish, one of our favorite players. So, you know what I'm rocking as a result? I think that Minnesota will get into plus territory enough to put up some points. But I think as a result, they'll hold on to the ball more. I'm taking the under here. Under 41.5.
Yeah, I like under as well. And I also am going to go with the Minnesota spread here.
Yeah.
I think that
it's tough. It's just
Minnesota's
so tough for me. Because
This
Ohio
is
State
probably
defense
the
is
toughest.
Dude, Ohio State defense is best in the country. There's no question about it.
It is.
It's the
No,
best.
no, it is.
I don't even know who these people are. I don't even know these names. I have to learn them. These linebackers are crazy.
They're insane.
They're insane. They want to kill quarterbacks.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they're no. I mean,
I'm scared. I get scared watching the play. So I think they'll hold. They'll do their job. I just need Minnesota to do their job too. In your case too, to cover the spread. They just need to control the ball, win the time of possession, win in the trenches, get into plus territory, maybe go for it on fourth down a few times. I mean, their entire offense is based on that zone read, quick RPO passing, and finding those gaps, getting the ball to the playmakers, and letting them get the yards after carry. So if they just play that game, just like you said, they might be able to pull off the upset. I'm not saying they will. I'd give it like a 2 out of 10 on
the upset.
Yeah, on the upset alert. Yeah, 2 out of 10 on that. I mean, it's just bro, to go into the shoe is
It's not gonna
I'm praying for it. I'm praying for it. You know me.
I would love
you
that.
always
You
want to
know
take the
me.
dog, and it's Ohio State. Need we say
Come
more?
on.
Put the hat back
Come on.
Put the hat back on.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta show them. They'll
go.
see the shirt in the vlog, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. So good segue. Let's talk about it. Let's close this episode out. So week 6 previews, love them, excited for them. We'll hang out, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. So big, something to look forward to, and I'm hoping it'll be published either today or tomorrow. But we were able to vlog our entire Penn State experience, and now we're going to share it with you guys.
Dun, dun.
And our editor Mike is almost done with the finishing touches, and yeah, so hopefully we'll get to release it out on our YouTube channel. Please, guys, like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't yet. It means the world. But definitely check out that video. We're hoping you guys like it, and if you guys like it, we'll put out more content like that. Maybe we'll vlog more. You know,
Maybe.
you want to go to that Maryland-Michigan game, so maybe we'll go.
We're going.
Yeah, we should, and we'll vlog the whole experience. I will
Bryce
let
Underwood
you
versus Malik
know.
Washington. Fireworks.
To go from the whiteout to that, it's going to be a little bit of one of these, but who knows?
Oh, it's only gonna get better.
No, well, and from your angle, I suppose maybe I should do one of these.
No, 100%. That atmosphere was
Yeah,
one of none.
it's okay. Yeah, I mean, but we'll still enjoy it. Maryland's got a great program. They look good this year. Maybe the stands will be more full than last time I went.
That should be a good one.
Should be a good one. I'm excited. Any last thoughts?
Last thoughts. Go blue. We are. Penn State covers.
Oh God, do not take Penn State this weekend, you guys.
Who else?
Do not take
Cal.
Penn State.
I take Cal. I'll take Cal. Cal
Guys.
against Duke. I know we didn't cover that, but that's it. Cal against Duke. Let's go.
All right, get right spot for James
Finito.
Franklin. Godspeed. Peace out, guys.